My mom missed my wedding for my brother's Hawaii vacation. Months later, I finally said enough. I always imagined my wedding day would be the one day my mother would choose me. Not my brother. Not convenience. Not excuses. Just me. I was wrong. I stood in front of the mirror in the bridal suite, my white dress hugging me perfectly, my hands trembling as I tried to clip my necklace. Outside, I could hear laughter, music, chairs scraping against the floor as guests took their seats. My bridesmaids were buzzing with excitement, fixing lipstick, snapping pictures. Everyone was there. Everyone except my mom. I checked my phone again. No missed calls. No texts. Just the same message from 3 days ago burned into my screen. Honey, I'm so sorry. Your brother really needs this trip. Hawaii will help him clear his head. You understand, right? Understand. That word echoed in my chest like a slap. My brother, Tyler, was 32 years old, unemployed by choice. Finding himself, my mom liked to say, and apparently finding himself required a fully paid vacation to Hawaii, flights, hotel, food, everything. Paid by my mom. Paid with the money she claimed she didn't have when I asked her to help with my wedding dress alterations. She missed my wedding for a vacation. When the music started and I walked down the aisle, my eyes scanned the front row out of instinct. The seat beside my dad was empty. He wouldn't look at me. That hurt more than I expected. Later, during the reception, people kept asking politely, "Where's your mom?" I smiled through it. I lied. She couldn't make it. What I didn't say was, she chose my brother again. Because that's what it always was. Growing up, Tyler was the son, and I was expected to orbit quietly around him. When he failed classes, my mom blamed the teachers. When I worked 2 jobs to put myself through college, she called me independent, like it was a reason not to help me. I learned early not to ask for much. But my wedding, I thought that would be different. 3 days after the wedding, my mom posted photos on Facebook. Her and Tyler on a beach. Drinks in their hands. Smiling like nothing had happened. Caption, "So proud of my son, read everyone deserves a break." I stared at my phone until my vision blurred. She didn't post a single thing about my wedding. Not one picture. Not one congratulation. I didn't cry. That scared me more than if I had. Months passed. Life moved on. I settled into married life, started building something peaceful with my husband, Mark. He never pushed me to talk about my mom, but he noticed the way my shoulders stiffened whenever her name came up. Then one afternoon, out of nowhere, she called. Her voice was cheerful, too cheerful. "Sweetheart, I was thinking we should do a family dinner. It's been a while." I almost laughed. Family dinner, as if nothing happened. As if she hadn't abandoned one of the most important days of my life. I agreed. Not because I wanted reconciliation, but because I was finally ready to say something I had swallowed for years. Dinner was at her house. Tyler was there, sprawled comfortably on the couch, still jobless, still confident the world owed him something. He barely looked up when I walked in. My mom hugged me like a performance. "There's my girl." Girl. Not daughter. We ate. Small talk floated around the table, fake and fragile. My mom talked about Tyler's next plans, about maybe another trip, maybe a business idea he was working on. I listened. Quietly. Then she turned to me and smiled. "So, I was thinking, maybe you and Mark could help Tyler out a little, just until he gets on his feet." That was it. Something inside me snapped, not loudly, not dramatically, but cleanly, like a cord finally cut. I put my fork down. Not this time. The room went silent. My mom blinked. "What do you mean?" I looked at her, really looked at her, and for the first time in my life, I didn't feel small. "I mean, I'm done understanding. I'm done being patient. You missed my wedding, Mom. You chose a vacation over your daughter." She frowned. "That's not fair." "No," I interrupted, my voice steady. What's not fair is asking me to keep sacrificing while you keep rewarding him. Tyler scoffed. Wow, dramatic. I turned to him. You went to Hawaii instead of my mom coming to my wedding. Don't ever ask me for anything again. My mom's face flushed red. I didn't know you were still holding on to that. I laughed, a real laugh this time. You don't get to decide when I stop hurting. I stood up, grabbed my purse, and looked her straight in the eyes. You made your choice months ago. Tonight I made mine. Then I walked out. I didn't hear from my mom for weeks after that dinner. No calls. No apologies. No dramatic messages about how family should forgive. Just silence. And honestly, it was peaceful. For the first time in my life, my days weren't shaped by waiting for her approval, waiting for her to notice me, waiting for her to choose me. I focused on my marriage, my job, my future. Mark and I started talking about buying a house. We adopted a rescue dog and named her Luna. My life felt mine. Then the cracks started to show on their side. The first call came from my dad. He sounded tired, older than I remembered. Your mom's been having a rough time, he said carefully. I already knew what that meant. Tyler. Apparently, Hawaii hadn't cleared his head. His latest business idea failed before it even started. Credit card debt piled up. The money my mom had poured into him was gone, and then some. She thought you might help, my dad added. I closed my eyes. No, I said simply. There was a pause. She's your mother. And I was her daughter on my wedding day, I replied. She didn't show up. He didn't argue after that. A month later, my mom showed up at my door. Unannounced. I saw her through the peephole, standing there with a purse clutched too tightly, eyes already glossy. Old habits tried to drag me back, to open the door, to fix things, to apologize for feelings I didn't create. But I didn't move. Mark stood beside me. Do you want to talk to her? I nodded, on my terms. I opened the door. She tried to hug me. I stepped back. That alone seemed to shake her. You look distant, she said. I am, I replied calmly. What do you want? Her mouth opened, closed. Then the tears came. I made mistakes, she said, but I did the best I could. That sentence used to break me. This time it didn't. Your best, I said softly, was still choosing my brother over me, over and over again. She wiped her eyes. Tyler needs me. And I needed you, I said, on my wedding day. Silence stretched between us. Finally, she whispered, I didn't think you cut me off. I didn't cut you off, I corrected. I stopped chasing you. She asked to come in. I said no. The real turning point came at Thanksgiving. My mom hosted, like always, and sent out a group message saying she wanted the whole family together. I replied with a single line. I'll come if we talk honestly. She agreed. That alone told me she was scared. Dinner was tense. Tyler sat across from me, defensive, arms crossed. My mom kept trying to steer the conversation toward normalcy, recipes, weather, TV shows. I let her finish dessert. Then I spoke. I need to say something, I said, my voice steady, and I need you all to listen. They did. I spent my whole life being the easy child, the one who didn't need help, the one who understood, but understanding became an excuse for neglect. My mom stared at her plate. You missed my wedding, I continued. Not because you couldn't come, but because you chose not to. That broke something in me. Tyler scoffed. You're still on that. I looked at him. Yes, and here's the part you don't like. I'm done paying for your failures emotionally, financially, or mentally. The room went silent. I won't lend money. I won't defend you. I won't be the backup child anymore. My mom finally looked up. So what, you're punishing us? I shook my head. No, I'm protecting myself. That was the moment she cried. Not performative tears, but real ones. I didn't realize how much I hurt you, she said. I believed her. But belief didn't mean access. Months later, things changed. Not overnight, not magically. My mom stopped giving Tyler money. For the first time, he had consequences. He moved out, took a job he thought was beneath him. He barely spoke to me, and that was fine. My mom started therapy. She came to my house once, invited. She apologized without excuses. She asked about my life instead of talking about my brother. We're not close like TV families, but we're honest, and that matters more. On my first wedding anniversary, Mark and I recreated our day, just the two of us. We danced in our living room, ate cake from the same bakery, laughed until midnight. My phone buzzed. A message from my mom. I should have been there. I'm sorry I'm proud of you. I stared at it for a long time. Then I replied, thank you, I hope you keep choosing better. Because forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. And love doesn't mean self-betrayal. Ending. My mom missed my wedding for my brother's Hawaii vacation. Months later, I said enough. Not with screaming. Not with revenge. But with boundaries. And choosing myself turned out to be the most powerful decision of my life.